If y'all want to get this look, stay tuned. So here you'll see me looking like a little naked mole rat. So then you'll go ahead and grab some liquid foundation that you don't, maybe the cheapest kind that you don't really use that often, because honestly I wouldn't want to waste my expensive foundation on this. And then you're going to go ahead and just go around the perimeter and then take it up about 3 or 4 inches. And then you're also going to want to go ahead and line the area of where your part is going to be as well. So pretty much all the areas that will be showing is where you want to target your foundation onto your cap, and I guess a little bit on your edges as well. It's not going to hurt because you're just trying to make sure you're covering up that cap as much as you can. You'll also notice that I'm not doing the method where you put the Got2b glue and then cut the perimeter of your cap, because I take my wig off every night. I am not gluing it down. So this is just going to be a method that I'm showing you that I do for a day-to-day basis, where you want to take your wig off at night. Not the, I'm trying to go out of town and slay for the whole week. That's the only time I glue my wigs down. So here I'm just kind of just showing you the inside of my lace. And I'm showing you what I'm going to be doing next, which is adding that same liquid foundation on the inside with just light strokes all throughout the entire lace. That's the way it kind of blends a lot more seamlessly when it's placed on top of the wig cap, especially since I'm not doing the method where it's like super thin. Like I said earlier, we're not actually using glue to keep it on for an extended period of time. It's literally just going to be for the day. So you're just going to go ahead and see me do my little strokes all throughout the lace. Obviously, if you're using a closure, it's not going to be as tedious. But you're going to go ahead and just go throughout the entire wig cap with the foundation. Now, I'm just going to go ahead and show you guys the final product. And then I'm going to flip this thing on. You're going to see me trying to just readjust it and for it to line up. Since I have a middle part, I'm trying to line it up with, the center of my nose and things like that. Once I get it lined up properly, I'm then going to go ahead and take a small comb, and I'm going to go ahead and add just a little bit of water just so I can get it out of the way, because I am prepping it to get all the hair out of the way so I can go ahead and start cutting the lace. And so you're just going to see me continue to apply water to make sure all the hair is back and out of the way. Right now you're probably like, oh my god, I can see her cap under there. Right now you can, because it's not like cut and all customized yet. So, but just hold tight, baby girl, hold tight. I got you. I ain't gonna have you out here looking crazy on a day-to-day basis. Trust and believe that. You'll continue to see me readjust it just a little bit, because I do have a widow's peak, and when I do pull my wig cap back just a smudge, I'm going to have to make sure that the lace is still there to cover that. So you're going to continuously see me check it out in the mirror just so I make sure that I'm lining it up. So what I did was take some eyebrow scissors to cut a line straight down the middle. So that way I can cut each side of the lace separately, one side at a time. So next you'll see me take my eyebrow razor, and you'll see me kind of cut in like a jagged motion, because when you tend to use scissors and cut straight across, it just doesn't look as natural. And right now this is so hard, y'all, because I'm looking in the camera and it's like I can't see as much as I would like to see if I was just looking in a mirror. So I'm really struggling right now trying to record this for y'all. But you're going to want to follow kind of like the follicles that are left from your hairline from when you plucked, as well as follow the hairline from like your baby hairs that are going to be set in place from when you originally customized your baby hairs. So you're just going to continuously try to follow along, but right now you're going to see me struggling just a little bit, because I'm like, okay, I'm in the camera, but like I can't really see what I'm doing like how I want to. So you'll see me kind of hesitate. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to take these scissors instead because since it came to an angle and that's like going behind my ear, you're going to notice that I'm trying to push the baby hairs out of the way, like the little ear bang, because if I don't be careful, I'm going to accidentally cut that whole piece off. So next, this is like something that you really need to pay close attention to. You need to make sure you're cutting around your ear and not straight across. Because if you cut it straight across, it's going to look crazy. And you're not going to have that little cute little natural ear bang that's on the side that you're probably used to seeing when you've seen other YouTube videos or maybe little clips on Instagram or maybe even Facebook. But you have to make sure you're pushing all the hair out of the way because you want to make sure that you're literally going completely around the ear. And you can't see it too well from this angle, but when I do the other side of my wig, you'll get a better visual of how to do it. So now you're just going to see me kind of cleaning up the extra pieces of lace that I see that didn't get cut. So I'll just be, you know, cutting them with the scissors just to make it a little easier since it's like something very subtle versus trying to cut your fingers with that razor. Your best bet is just to use those little eyebrow scissors instead. And then I'm just locking it in place and you can see how it's starting to blend much better. And now I'm going to go ahead and attempt to do the other side on camera, but I couldn't really do that, so I kind of just went into the mirror. And now, once again, this is the better angle that I was telling you guys about in terms of cutting for the ear. So once again, you're going to want to get that hair out of the way as much as you can. And I'm just showing you to make sure you go around your ear. So I'm just combing that hair out the way. And I'm showing you once again, just to make sure y'all remember to go around. And you're going to go ahead and take those scissors. And you want to make sure that you are getting a good feel for what exactly around your ear feels like, because the lace is going to be over top, and then you can go ahead and cut it. But take your time. Don't just do one big chunk, because you might mess around and do a little snip of your ear too, and you're not trying to do all of that. And then once you pull it behind your ear, you can go ahead and finish off the little piece. And you see me struggling again because I'm in the camera versus a mirror. So this is a lot. It's going to be easier when you're actually doing it yourself in a mirror versus a camera. Trust me. So then I'm just cutting off the final last little bit of the lace. And if you still have your little ear bang on the side, that means you did it right. If you don't, that means you didn't cut in a circular motion around your ear to leave that little triangular piece beside your ear. So once you get all the lace off as desired, then I'm showing you how it looks. And once again, I said it's supposed to be really jagged because then once it lays down, it looks a lot more natural versus going straight across like you're cutting a fresh, clean sheet of paper. So then I go back in with the liquid foundation and I just line the perimeter again, like with a smaller brush to make sure so once it lays against my skin, it blends pretty seamlessly. So then you're just going to see me go ahead and finish in that because I'm going to do it around the entire perimeter. Same thing goes for a closure if you're using a closure. But I'm just blending it all out completely as much as I can. And then I do notice a little piece, you know, so I'm just trying to perfect all the little imperfections from when I was cutting the lace in the mirror when I couldn't see all that well. So you might want to just go around and just check to see if there's any extra pieces that are just out that don't have hair follicles on them. Then I'm going to whip out the Got2b glue and my olive oil foam wrap lotion. And we're pretty much going to repeat the same steps from my last video for baby hairs and styling, except this time it's on your head. That's the only difference. So it should be even easier to swoop them things how you like them. You will see that there's a little bit of foundation because I've been, you know, putting it all over my head and I'm sweating. So you'll see a little bit of that, but don't fret. It's not gonna like stick to the hair or anything. So then you just see me getting my baby hairs how I like them, and I'm just speeding that part up because I pretty much did that for you in the last video. So if you want to learn a better technique on your baby hairs, go ahead and take a look at that video again. But I'm just trying to perfect them to my liking. So next you're going to see me grab the Got2b Blasting Freeze Spray and put it all over the perimeter. And then I'm going to go ahead and take that edge brush, or a small tooth comb works just as great. And you're going to brush those hairs, the little excess flyaways back so you can mold them in place with a scarf. Then you're going to see me whip out my handy dandy blow dryer. And I'm just going to blow dry the edges for about 5 to 7 minutes maybe on hot or warm, just so you can mold your baby hairs in place as well as the hair behind it. Then you just see me flat ironing it just a little bit. And time for the reveal. We're going to see if they're in place how I want them. At this point I'm noticing that they're not, so you'll see me play with them just a little bit. So I'm looking like, I see some flyaways that got laid down there that don't belong, so I'm just fixing them. So next I whip out my olive oil wrap lotion, the foam wrap lotion, just to lay down all the flyaways. I'll then go over it with a comb. After that, I will go ahead and add some Got2b spray on top of that as well. Then you'll see me pull out my handy dandy root straightener, and I'll leave the details down in the description box. Can't talk. And then I'm going to go over those products with this tool. I actually love this almost even better than a hot comb. It's pretty much the same thing, if not better. And then after all those flyaways are laid down, I then go around the perimeter again of my edges with this tool. I just go nice and slow. It just slides right on through. And then you're also going to see me add some more freeze spray just to lock it in place, because the freeze spray plus this tool, it's in place, honey. It's not going nowhere, especially if you spray a little more freeze spray at night. But you can tell that I am starting to feel myself, because I'm like, it's looking like what I like. I like that. I like what it's looking like. You feel me? So now when I'm starting to play with my hair too much, that's when I'm feeling myself. So now the final thing is to add foundation powder. I'm using Bare Minerals. I honestly don't have anything else to use that's cheaper. But anywho, you're going to be just applying this to the very start of the lace, just so everything is blending seamlessly. You're just going to dab a little here, dab a little there, where you feel it just needs to blend a lot better. And obviously when you take it off, it's going to be there. So this is not something you have to do every day, but if you prefer to do so, you can. So that is the final step, and now it's time for a photo shoot. Once you've reached the finish line of your install, you should be feeling yourself as much as me. But that's all I got for y'all today. So let me know if you have any questions in the comments.